Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of Thrifty Canucks and Thrifty Thursday. Thrifty Canucks, hosted by the lovely and talented Kim at Images by Kim, who is up to all kinds of interesting things. I have done a little catch up and she is doing a Happy Mail Bonanza. It's a hashtag Happy Mail something or other. I will give you more information as I get there. It looks really interesting. So trust Kim to keep the community alive and interested and sharing and caring and building the community. I really, really appreciate Kim for being able to do all of that. Thrifty Thursday is hosted by Sherry at Turquoise Dreaming, and I believe she has a couple of other hashtags that she sponsors. I don't know them off the top of my head, but if you check her out, I'm sure you will be able to find them. So, introductions over. Not a big Thrifty Thursday. Spent $1 for everything that you're about to see. And spoiler alert, I went for another beach walk. And so, because why not? Let us do a little bit of sorting. I got a much better bag this time. Much smaller, which is suits my body well, and it's a whole lot easier to put glass in a small bag than it is a huge one. And this says, it is a Scandinavian tradition to feed the birds on Christmas Day to ensure good luck in the year ahead. Spread birdseed on your doorstep Christmas morning for luck in the new year. And so this used to have birdseed in it. And so, of course, it's a beautifully made canvas bag, and me being me, it's like, oh, are you gonna throw that out, Kai Have? I think Kai Have is a must-know expression for the junk journaler. Oh, I'll have that. Yeah, please. Yeah, if you don't mind. And then the world at large, gets used to saying, oh, do you want this? I do, thank you. So this is my treasures. So this, if you'll notice, this line goes all the way through. So this is a wishing stone. So I found one. So that was really exciting for me. So this today, Wednesday, Wednesday? I don't know. Can't remember the day now. Very active water. We had just sort of finished a couple of big storms, and a lot of big glass came out. So, whoops, this is one of them. I can't put that in a shaker card, but I am now in the business, I guess, of collecting glass, because there are a lot of dogs that are on the beach, and I'd hate for one to just cram into this and cut a paw, or a human to cut a paw for that matter. So there's that base. This one is a much smoother base. So we've got, those are the very big ones. This is a freshie, and this is going to be a tall neck. This is part of the neck of a beer glass. Those bells are Gracie, if you hear them in the background. This is a bottle cap that's kind of fun. It's got a little crown on it. I'm sure it comes from somewhere. Another wishing stone. I don't think there is any, hang on, there's bells, hang on. Gracie, what are you doing, babes? Oh my goodness, listen to that, yeah. Little dingbat. So this one, another beautiful wishing stone. I don't think there's a statute of limitations on how wide the line through is. Oh, there's a little bit of, oh yeah, this is foil. Yeah, this was from something. It was just an interesting piece of foil. I liked it, so I got it. Large white, so very large white. Another large brown. Not the same brown though. I don't know if you can tell. One is very golden and one is very brown. I'll put those over there. Now we're getting into the sizes that could fit in there. Another brown. Ooh, that's plastic. That's glass. Oh yeah, these. So these are not glass. Any more? These two I think are quartz, and they're just beautifully colored. I mean, they're very, very white. And this I think is another wishing stone. I got 3 wishes. 3 wishes. And I got this stone because it's the shape of a heart-ish. Sort of. And it's also a weird color. So I got stones. Like I need to be collecting stones along with the glass, seriously. Let's sort of pick out your greens. Oh, that's not a green. And one more. So that's the green that I got. And I don't know if anybody was yelling while I was filling up the shaker cards the last time we were out, but I have been collecting this specifically to put in these shaker cards, and I keep forgetting when I am filling the shaker cards to include them. So I've got 3 left to fill, and I've got these should be good. You really do need tiny pieces, otherwise it doesn't work. Put those all there. Let's do our white bits. I don't think there's a lot of white this time. Oh, here's another green. Another green. And those are some nice white bits. And then the rest is brown. Nope, the rest is not brown because there's another green. No, that's stone. No, that's a piece of plastic. Okay, let's do these. That's shaker card worthy. Is that a stone? Yep. We'll try that. I'm going to need something bigger to hold all this. Oh, here's another green. It's another bit that can go. Some of these shapes are really interesting. Oh, she's at the tree again. Hang on. Gracie? Attentional personnel. Atta girl. I'm glad I put it up early. Get all this out of her system so that she just gets used to it. I think that's another stone, is it? Yep. Kind of like looking at diamonds, you know, you put it up to the light, and if nothing glows through, this is another piece of plastic. No, it's a seed. Good grief. Well, I picked it up anyways, and that's another seed. That's a good piece. Here we are. I'm gonna have to do something with these. Okay, is that? Oh, that is glass. All right, never mind. Oops. Those 2 bits can go over there. And then all of this is stones. Stones and seeds. Here we are. Here we are. And we can put that in the back. In the back 40. And then we've got some more of these. So that's item number 1, foraged. And then my wishing stones. I want to keep my wishing stones. I have a thought about a Christmas gift. think it would be fun to give somebody a gift, a wish as a gift. So I'm not sure how many of my friends would appreciate the artistic endeavor of looking for and finding a wishing stone, and would instead, well, can I have it a 72-inch plasma TV screen? I don't want to rock, Mary Ellen. I don't want to rock. Anyway, this is me just mushing all of the grit over to here. Put that up to there. And then just wiping that off. There we are. Okay. Item number 2, 2024 Foodland Ontario calendar that is given out by my grocery store. Foodland Ontario is, I wonder if it's got a description on it. It is a large promotional advertising support for farmers and growers in Ontario. So farm producers, meat producers, cheese producers, veg, fruit producers, all of the grown things. And they regularly are putting out calendars in the grocery stores when it's the season for something. Let's say peaches, they will put out little recipe cards for like a peach cobbler or whatever, so that you can, if you come to the food and say, I have no idea what to make with this, there is a suggestion for usually 1 or 2, maybe 3 recipes of varying complexity. So it's like, okay, well, you need 7,000 ingredients. I am not going to make that, but here's something that's got 3 or 4 ingredients. It's fairly straightforward. Everybody's got, let's say, a pot and a stove, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of flour, and then ta-da, you've got like a compote or something. Anyways, so this is full of yummy recipes that I'm going to have a look at. And much like the LCBO, the Foodland Ontario absolutely appeals to multiple palates. So there's linguine, there's tofu and vegetable rice bowl, strawberry cob, maple dressing. Ooh, that looks good. And some more tips. Glazed veal, nectarine. Oh, that looks good too. Berry buckle, trout with apple, turkey pot pie soup. Love that. That's phyllo dough, I think. Puff pastry. So basically they just say, go buy your puff pastry and then cut it into shapes and plunk it on top. Great idea. Cheesy onion dip pinwheels. Anyways, so you're welcome. So these are all of the organizations, I guess, that would fall under Foodland Ontario. So Ontario Goat, there's Milk, Ontario Bison, all of these sort of focused element organizations. Now, interesting, Lavender Ontario, also Ontario Hazelnut, Ginseng Ontario, really fun. And then of course, Get Crackin' Eggs. Somebody will answer that phone eventually, I'm certain. And then the last is the thing that cost me a whole $1. And that is this book here, Cover to Cover, by Shireen LaPlante. It is Creative Techniques for Making Beautiful Books, Journals, and Albums. I got this at my my library's perpetual book sale. And I go there regularly when I'm in the area, just pop in, have a look through. They often have really great magazines, and every now and then they'll have a gem or two of a book. I saw this. This was coming home with me 100%. So, some things. This is copyright 2000 by Shireen LaPlante. So she talks, it's the contents, bookbinding basic, and then she goes into a bunch of different kind of book bindings, and then all kinds of really complex kinds of books. And I'm really, really inspired by these pieces here as art books. And then also some of the other sort of mid-range stuff where you can actually look at how to make a different kind of journal, which I am on board with. I think some of these look spectacular. I think, I have a thought. I need to thought about that. The Bee Journal did it for me this year, where it's like I went further than making a journal. I made something more than just a journal, and this appeals to my sense of that. And you know, they do the basics of here's like the bookbinding, and then the somewhere there's glues. Here's all the glues and the bits and pieces you need, blah blah blah. I saw somebody on the internet did a really interesting book using a house shape. And I shall demonstrate because we probably have time. So essentially, they said, well, we are going to do this, and then this, and then we're gonna glue that, I'm gonna do that. Say. So that's the first part of the book. Let's get rid of this. I now have the picture in my head, so I can put this aside. I want to remember this as an option, so that's why we're making it now. Oh yeah, that bit that just was a mess. So, step one, create a journal. And then I need to do a couple of these. Oops. There. And there. So here's what they did. This is horseshoe and hand grenading, so keep in mind that it doesn't need to be perfect. This is wide enough. It's a little bit too wide. Well, we'll fold it over a bit just to make it work. Yep. Okay. I really enjoy doing these mock-ups because they regularly remind me that you can chill and still create fun things. Like normally I'm clipping and snipping and faffing around and all the things. And it's like, no, you don't need to. Just go. You've got an envelope. Doesn't matter. So, kind of hard to see because everybody is the same color. Come on. Okay, so this they would have made out of cardboard, and they would have created a substrate. This is the cover. And then what they did on each page was they made an envelope like that. And then I pasted the envelope in. Or shooting hand grenades. And then, second page, second envelope, etc., und so weiter. Yeah. So then they then have this accordion book where you could put in a thing for each page. Now, what am I making that this kind of pocketing would be absolutely perfect? I'm making the Advent journal, of course. And so this might be the way that I store them. The other thing that they did was they also did the pockets on the reverse. So let's do another one. Number 2. Why not? It's only paper. Not necessarily, oops, easy. That way. There. Done. And I know now that I have to fold over across the center to make it fit. And then fold it up. So that will go there, that goes down there, that goes there, that goes there, and that little top goes in the top so that I can fold it over. There we are. Boom, done. Here, there, there's that, and that. There we are. And so what do I want to do? So that's, let's call this the front page. Why not? And so we would have boop, boop, boop. Then we'd have boop. We'd cover up the join, easy peasy lemon squeezy. There we are. I only need to make 3 more. And then we would, yeah, that's right, yeah. Then we would have an accordion and a great storage for whatever, because you now have the pockets to go in there. So some advantages, I think, to this. One is it doesn't need to be a fold. My cards are going to have dimensionality, so I can create like some space. Like I can have a fold that comes up like this, so it's not a flat fold. I can vary the size of the envelopes to meet the needs of the pockets of the various cards. The other thing that I was thinking of, and this is just a random, as I tend to do just for the pure sport of it, I wonder if I could make a journal out of a single deck of cards. This would be the most perfect way of being able to hold the cards in this fashion. You could probably also, if you wanted to, not necessarily have the like the peak. You could do that. That's not really a good. Depending on how big your bits are, that completely changes the feel of the card. When you put that curve in. But there we are. So that's it for my Thrifty Thursday. A little craft, we got some glass, we got the calendar, and we have that this superb book, cover to cover, which I think is going to have a lot of scope for imagination and sort of pushing the boundaries and trying new things. So I'm super excited about that. Anyways, that's all for now. I will see you real soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye now.